So tell me about just, from your perspective from SonicWalls, but really, and, I can validate from the customer side of things. Why is this certification such a big deal as it relates to capture ATP, advanced threat protection?
So when you look at this latest test that just came out, ISCA threw 1,144 test scenarios at us. This was a combination of both actual malware and what I'm calling benign, what they call it at innocuous applications. And the idea was that you want to capture obviously all the malwares and you want to have the lowest false positive. We did 100% detection on the malware with 0 false positive. The reason that this is important is because this is the second time in a row that we've got what we call a perfect score, 100% detection, 0 false positive. And this is the 6th consecutive quarter in a row that we've received the certification. That is, I don't want to call it unique, but that's very hard to achieve. And if you look at it, the reason why we're able to do that is there's a technology behind capture ATP called RTDMI, which stands for real-time deep memory inspection. And that is the engine that helps us detect the zero-day attacks. Why that is important is because if you go back to the threat report that we were talking at the beginning of the discussion, we registered 54% increase on malwares that were detected by RTDMI. These are usually brand new zero-day attacks that are not known out there. This, again, shows you that the threat landscape is changing and people are, instead of going out there and throwing old stuff at you, they're coming with a brand new technologies and zero-day attacks. And that's why having RTDMI makes the significant importance and difference that you see compared to some of the other players that are in the market. Right.
And to your point too, with the second consecutive perfect score and the 6th straight quarter, when I was looking at those stats, with this most recent, the news of the most recent certification, I used my best Google skills to go out and look and see if I could find anyone else with, that could boast some similar stats. And to your point, like you said, it's not unheard of, but it is not common. It is certainly not common. I could not find many, and not any, I think, worth naming, to be completely honest. And that's no small thing.
Yeah, it's very hard to come up. It's very hard to find a vendor that's been able to do that.
Right.
In the past few years, at least.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, especially with this, consistency and is everything, and obviously the innovation is everything. To your point, and especially that's clear throughout the threat report, is the only thing constant is change, especially when it comes to cybersecurity and the threat landscape. It just continues to change every single day, and I can really validate from the customer standpoint from these certifications how really important they are when it comes to the peace of mind and the technology, and really getting the buy-in from top down. And the technology is just about I truly cannot think of a customer when we're speaking about SonicWall as a solution that does not ask or does not expect to see reporting on third-party validation, because anybody can say that their product works and have lots of beautiful marketing behind it, but it's that third-party validation that really provides the peace of mind.
Yeah, absolutely. So we hear that all the time from our side as well. Marketing is great, but show me the meat behind it. How do you justify the numbers that you're putting out there? And that's why you do need a third-party validation, where they take away the vendors and create a neutral playing ground so that you can compare vendors in the same light under the same circumstances and actually see how they behave. And that's why I think ICSA is a great report to use.
Right. And I think another important thing for just general knowledge these things are not, they are not charitable organizations. They are not nonprofits. It is an investment that any company makes when it comes to any certification, from our PCI level compliance to this, as it is an investment that SonicWall is making in showing that they're committed to bringing an innovative product to market, not just innovative, but effective.